due diligence. This is my brother's son, my brother's firstborn oldest son with the same mother as me. I texted him, and he texted me back, OMFG. That means, oh, my fucking God, Auntie, I got to get the hell up off this planet. I'm like, now that's real talk. I'm ready to go. I can't take it. Because too many people, it was bad enough when other people thought this shit was cool, but you got niggas thinking this shit is cool, and nigga countries making this shit legal. It's time for everybody to go. I don't give a damn. Everybody can die, me included. Nobody needs to walk the earth anymore from this day forward if we can't do something about this. Nobody should have the right to rape a child and make it law and say the child consents because you married them. The child can't even talk to you, let alone consent to you. And of course, here comes the Vatican. Nobody is allowed within this Roman Catholic Church anymore. If you work in this church, you're a bishop or a pope or a reverend or clerk or anything else within the whole Holy Roman Empire, it is illegal within the Vatican for anybody to roll over, snitch on, and tell on a child molester in the Vatican. Oh, I'm like, good goddamn, I'm done. I'm done, because these are the people that sent these crazy predators around the world to terrorize and damage everybody else. It started with them fools. And I told my listeners, back in the day, everybody's unwanted, perverted, murderous, lecherous, whatever kind of criminal was welcome in Rome. Where you were welcome nowhere else, you were welcome in Rome. Huh? You need some more hot cocoa? All right. Just bring in a caller, because I'm not going to be able to focus my train of thought while I'm trying to get this cocoa thing going for the baby. Do we got any callers? Or anybody with their hand up? I'll take that as a no. Okay. You know, as soon as I start getting distracted on some other stuff, it becomes very difficult for me to hold a train of thought. It's got to get easier for me to multitask. Like, I can multitask, but to think and talk and do a bunch of other stuff is not always the easiest thing for me. Absolve me for breaking down on this network. Hey, sister, how are you?
Hey, sis, how you doing? You do have one caller on the line. I'm going to go ahead and bring him in, 860.
Yeah, because while I'm making this cocoa, I can talk, but I won't be able to really focus my train of thought. Okay. And it's probably a good thing she broke in, because I'm up here crying on y'all. Absolve me. I don't do that on here.
No, it's all right. You had every right to. 860, what's your name? Where are you calling from?
Hey, you know who
these suckers used to be children.
Yeah, Kenya.
Yes.
You know
the listeners, I know, but the listeners don't. So what's your name? Where are you calling from?
This is King. And hello, Yasabe. I know that I can feel your emotion, that you're in tears. One question I can ask you, and particularly the discussion tonight is what's going on right now. I just tuned in lately, and you were talking about what's going on with the continent of Africa in regards of legalizing marriage with younger children. That's what's going on now in that part of Africa?
Oh, they've legislated. You can marry babies legally in Nigeria, a child of any age, including newborn. And from the moment you marry that child is officially the full legal age of consent.
Wow. And you know,
it can be raped the day you marry it.
And there was an article, and Kenny, I know you be on Facebook enough, and it was posted. I forgot who posted again because I can't look up right now, but it shows the pedophiles saying that they want the same legal rights, just like the homosexuals.
Mm-hmm.
Homosexuals that are two adult consent.
I know.
These are them all friggers. I'm not calling them pedophiles. Child rapists, you don't have the right to rape a child. You don't have the right to rape anybody. I'll cry for anybody that's raped. If you're an adult person in your 30s and you're snatched off the road and raped, I got a problem with that because you didn't agree to be there. If you're with somebody and they get you drunk or put something in your drink and rape you while you're unconscious, I have a problem with that because you didn't agree to that.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah, that's why I was bringing up the, because we know the homosexual and pedophile are one and the same. So
they're not one and the same. No, they're not. They're not one and the same.
No, what is it?
People that are homosexual are people that have attraction to the same gender of person. Some people act on that sexually. Some people don't. They just live their life with their attraction and never act on their attraction because they feel different. However, a lot of them that do act on their attraction, they find somebody else that has a same gender attraction, and they agree to interact sexually, voluntarily agreeing to be there. A person that rapes children, the child is not there voluntarily, and they're not even of the age of consent anyway. I don't give a damn if a government says, oh, well, once the child is married, the child is of the age of consent. They are not of the mental mind to consent. That's like saying, okay, it's legal. Germany is one of these countries that it's legal to rape animals. To the point that they have like something similar to like animal whorehouses, almost kind of like a zoo where you can go pay to rape the animals.
Yeah, I heard about Germany with their.
They're just now trying to not even make it illegal, but trying to change the legislation a little bit. Okay, and the people that are into raping animals are protesting and marching and raising all kind of stink because they have the right to rape the animal. The hell you do. You don't have the right to be sexually involved with anybody that is not being sexually involved with you because they want to be.
Right.
So they're going to take it, like always.
Pedophile, what you're calling a pedophile, I told you earlier, don't call them that. Child rapers want people to make it legal for them to rape children, which they call loving children, and the child has the right to decide. The hell. People say, well, way back in the day, children were getting married at 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah, but a lot of them were marrying other children that were 9, 10, and 11, and 12. Like King Tut, I think when he went into kingship at like 9, and he had a little 9 or 10 years. He was married to a little girl. He was a young male married to a young female. Now this dude, Muhammad, that all the Muslims are talking about all the time, he was in his 30s and married a 6-year-old. And people say, they're trying to make it better than me to say, oh, but he didn't start having sex with her until she was 9. I'm like, you got me effed up. That didn't make it no better. 9 is still a baby. At 30-something years old, he shouldn't have been nowhere near that child like that.
Oh, no.
See, what you're calling pedophiles, they're child rapists. The average homosexual is not a child rapist. Yes, there are child rapists that are what you would call homosexual or only into the same gender. But as soon as you cross the line of raping somebody against their will, that's a whole different term.
Okay, so you
have people that are heterosexual, right? I'm female, you're male. Let's say you and I have an attraction to one another sexually. That's a heterosexual attraction. Let's say we never act on it. That's an attraction. Let's say we agree to act on it. We have consented to do so. Now, as much as I may be attracted to you, if you slip something in my drink one night and I pass out and you rape me, we got a problem here. Rape is rape. I don't give a damn if it's adult and animal, adult and child, same gender, hetero gender. Rape is rape, and nobody should try to cover it up with any other sweet-ass, cute-ass word and bury it in any other kind of way.
So you're saying that usually because I'm not familiar with definition words, from a pedophile and a rapist, well, I'm not sure if I'm right to say that, it's two different things. So at times they like to dress up words in regards to their dysfunctional acting. Am I right?
Let me tell you what this is. This pedophilia is supposed to be about the love of children.
Right. Love.
You don't love children. You hate them so much you want to rape them. Once you rape anybody, child, adult, male, female, different gender, same gender, or animal, rape is rape is rape is rape.
Right.
You tore something and took something away from someone or something against their goddamn will. That's the difference. And these child rapists want you to call them pedophiles because that's a cuter word. If you call them a child rapist, then they have to live with the stigma that goes along with being a goddamn rapist.
Wow.
These animal rapists that like to rape animals call it zoophilia. They want to be called zoophiles.
The love of
lovers of animals. No, you don't love animals. You hate them enough that you want to rape them. You have some sort of aberration or monstrosity thing going on in you. Your frequency is so low. You're probably one of these people whose kundalini is going in the verse all underground instead of evolving somewhere. And, you know, it isn't even enough to line them all up and shoot them because there's going to always be those that are going to get away.
Mm-hmm.
But there's going to be those that you don't know about. You got those that get caught and those that never do. So how are you going to line them all up and shoot them if you don't know about the ones that never get caught or never get told on?
Well, one funny thing, I was listening to one brother named Eric St. Jr., and he said that to deal with this type of behavior, you have to really send a message and send it hard. And say if you take care of one of them, he said you limit the others. But my understanding is that if there's a rapist going around raping children, he's already doing damage to the children already. And so what are you going to do? You're going to kill the other children that's been affected by this? And, you know, he can articulate that question. Okay? We're going to talk about you going, you know, cut their heads off. I want to keep it simple.
This whole patriarchal system of woman hatred under is time for patriarchy to die.
Okay, Dr. Yaffa, we're having some issues with your reception. You're going in and out.
Oh, really? I got a lot of bars. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, I thought the brother was the one going in and out.
Okay.
I have a lot of signal bars, but this thing that they call patriarchy and the patriarchal system of male domination, it is time to die. It is time for that to come to an end. Because this kind of nonsense would never be okay under a matriarchy. With women and mothers in charge, it would never be okay to rape anybody.
Right.
Not that there aren't female rapists out there. Mm-hmm. Certainly in the minority compared to the number of male rapists out there. Okay?
We know that.
But under a matriarchal system, it would never be okay with a bunch of women and mothers to legitimize the rape of a baby. It just ain't going to happen. If you run into a woman like that, she's been damaged. Probably from infancy, and has lost her mind. Because the people that are doing that are, they are legitimately trying to destroy creators' creations and creators' creatures as an assault and an affront on our Creator.
Yeah. Oh, definitely. So
when you rape a child, you destroy the child. There was a guy in Germany. He has like a farm, and he was noticing that all of a sudden don't get me mixed up. This was about a month ago that I read this article. He was tripping on the fact that it was either his goats or his sheep. I'm thinking it's sheep. That all of a sudden his sheep were acting anti-human contact or anti-contact with people. They begin to shy away from people. And he was wondering, well, what the hell is wrong with my sheep? They didn't used to behave this way. Now all of a sudden they don't want nobody around them. They don't want nobody to touch them. What's wrong? So he figured maybe somebody is torturing my sheep or doing something to them that I'm not aware of. So he installed some closed-circuit TV in the barn around the farm, and he wound up catching, now he's European German, he wound up catching a string of different men coming in raping his animals on camera. And he's one of the people that has a real problem